Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. How are you today? Actually, I'm not so good today because I have a problem with my lips. Okay. Here I'm standing. Just want to repeat what did you say several days ago? Yeah, it's about CLIL, CLIL. I think all of you have none about CLIL. Okay. Yeah, I will repeat for you. CLIL, it was created in 1994 by David Moss. CLIL stands for Content and Language Integrated Learning. It is used to teach geography, physics, music, math, etc. through and with a second language. Now, I will read about the areas of CLIL. Content, it means the subject itself, and communication using the language effectively. And the third area is cognition, or thinking skills. And the fourth, CLIL, content culture, or understanding our own culture and its relationship with our cultures. And the third, I will talk about application of CLIL. The first, soft CLIL, when some language learning is organized with strong subject content. And the second, hard CLIL, whole areas of complete subject or language and content at the same time. That is the application of CLIL. You must understand. Next, CLIL methodology. The stress social interaction between teacher, student, and student with student. And the second, teacher and teacher? No. Forbidden, haram. Next, the second, collaborative work. Well, like collaborative work here means solving problems or doing research. And the third, scaffolding or experience and understanding. The fourth methodology is metacognitive skill, or thinking about how students learn. And the fourth, or the last of CLIL methodology, is creative thinking. What we need in CLIL, the first is teacher must be competent in how to pronounce pull. Input the language and the subject they teach. The second, content obligatory language. For example, words, structure, and specific vocabulary that is essential for the particular topic students are learning. And the last, need content compatible language, language of general use that is useful for the study of the subject. Now, grammar and CLIL. Language depends on the topic being studied. The second, present continuous physics class. For example, for physics class, the water is being warm. That is the example. Now, present simple. For example, for music class, uh, excuse me, is T? Can you read for me?
Viola has 4 strings.
Okay.
Violin or viola?
Viola.
Violin?
Different type.
Is it different?
Different type.
Musical instrument? Oh, after the music.
Yes.
It's different.
Violin and viola is different type. Viola has
Only 4
thicker,
strings.
just thicker sound.
Huh?
Lebih tebal
Like
suara
bass,
from
like
viola.
bass.
Ya,
Yeah.
Oh,
Thank you, Arif.
Throat bass. No,
Like ukulele and guitar.
Next, past tense grammar. For example, for history class, might be Ulia ya, Ulia. Please read the example of past tense in history class. Thank you so much. Don't talk if I explain to you or I read to you about something. Next, model auxiliary verbs. This is I read for you. Science class. For example, potatoes can be boiled. Boiled. And the last grammar is adverbial forms. Now, about language function and task. The first is hypothesis, the second is experiments, and the third biographies, the fourth timelines, and the last oral presentation. And in CLIL material, there are general English focus on grammar and vocabulary, while CLIL both teaches both content and language. CLIL material is organized by subject. For example, for science class, water and where it comes from. The second, water and what it is used for. And the third, how and why we use water for. Resources, book-based material, dictionaries and specific content, specific book, classroom material. For example, paper, cardboard, scissors, markers, visual organizer, projector, etc. As a teacher, have responsibilities in CLIL. The first, creating a code of conduct. The second, encouraging collaboration. Next, scaffolding student learning experiences, engaging interests, summarizing what has been learned, plenary lesson, and the last, providing awake time, appropriate thinking and working time. And how can this method help students? I will read to you. It develops concrete thinking skill to classify and organize information. The next, it develops abstract thinking skill for reasoning and hypothesis. The third, it encourages students to ask questions. CLIL help to give students different strategies for doing a certain task. And the last, CLIL help students to encourages them to think about the content and learning. The next is CLIL lesson plan. In CLIL, teacher must think of the content of the lesson, learning aims and styles for students, grammar structure or language function, and the last, cognitive skill. Wow, there are so many.
Are you sure?
I think you can repeat by yourself, yeah? Next. Yeah. You can read in your heart. There are 4 types of assessment. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 3. Sorry. Ah, 2, 2. Yeah. Thank you, Dian. Okay. Yeah. Next. Okay. Because our group is the last performer, so I only read the CLIL, and I think it's enough from me. Let's say Alhamdulillah together. Thank you so much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
It's okay. Okay, let me explain about our lesson plan. Yes. Our take subject about light sources. Fact box, the sun, star. Fact box, the sun, star, and flames are natural source of light. Number 2, mirror and shiny surface are reflect light. And third, man-made source only give out light when switched on. And aim to recognize natural and man-made light source. Warm up. Ask the pupil where they think light comes from and list their answer on the board. The second, give out the activity sheets. Tell the pupil to look at the picture. Procedure. Ask if the torch is giving out light. Explain that it has not been switched on the torch and repeat the questions. And second, ask if the moon can give out light. Explain that it cannot give out light because it's like a mirror and does not have light of its own. It reflects the sun's light. And third, allow 5 to 10 minutes for the pupil to write yes or no to complete the activity or the activity sheet. And number 4, ask individual pupil to name things which give out light. Remind the class that the sun, star, flames are natural light sources, but electric light are man-made. Follow up. Demonstrate how to use the words like such to illustrate simple written sentences such as the sun gives out light, the moon reflects sunlight, the mirror and sunny surface reflect the light. Electric light give out light only when switched on. Thank you. I think enough. And next, Mr. Ulin. Please come forward. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Anyway, penggunung. Thank you. Anyway, good afternoon, everybody. How are you today? Alhamdulillah. I hope you guys in a good condition, and let's show our gratitude by reciting Hamdalah together. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Show our gratitude by reciting Hamdalah, ya. For today, I wanna ask you. Is it dark or bright? It is dim or bright? Dim. What is dim in bahasa? Redup, but it's to redup. Then, but this one, it's much brighter, right? Nah, so I want to ask you, what is the light sources of this in this room? Lamp, electricity. Yeah, they are lamp. Windows. Yeah, it's sun. So, Miss Antin, where's the marker? Do you have any marker? Thank you. So I want to ask you, have you thought about light sources that you know? What are light sources that you know? Wait, light. Sources. The first, what is light sources? Do you guys know what is light sources? Something that give out light, can produce light or has its own light. Nah, for example, you said that it is a lamp. Sun. What else? You. Candle. Torch. Flash. Fire. Flash disk. Fireflies. Firework. Fire. What else? Flashlight already. Mobile phone. Mobile phone. HP. Kunang is fireflies. Handphone. What is handphone? Handphone? No, handphone. Oh. Smartphone or dull phone?
Mobile phone.
Mobile phone.
Stove.
Stove. Stove. Wood.
Wood. No. Wood. Campfire maybe.
Fire.
Campfire.
Campfire. Lightning. Etc. No. What else? Huh? Lava. Lava.
Somebody's head.
Somebody. Your head.
That's only.
What about flame?
Yeah.
Flame and fire are same. Yeah. What else?
Some fish.
Some fish.
Yes. They can produce their own light.
Okay. Some
Of the deep sea.
star.
Sun is a star.
Nah, from jamur. From these things, we will LCD. Okay, LCD.
Projector. LCD projector.
Okay. From
TV, sir.
huh?
TV.
Yeah, TV. Okay, it's enough. From these all things, we will divide into two groups. First one, natural, and then the second one is man-made. What? Artificial, yeah. Huh, manufacture. What about lime? What about lime? It is said natural or man-made? Why it is called man-made? Because yeah, because it is man-made. Sun? I will circle the natural one. Sun, candle? Okay. Torch? Flashlight, fireflies? Oh, nature. Firework? Man-made fire? Nature. Laser? I think so. Mobile phone? Stove? What is this? Wood? Is a wood light sources? No. Campfire? Lightning? Lava? Nature. Flame? Same with fire. Is it man-made or natural? Up to you. Okay, good. Some fish? Star? LCD projector? Man-made TV? Laptop. Why? Why? Some of these are man-made because to produce its own light, we need to switch it on. Ketika kita membutuhkan dia sebagai sumber cahaya, kita harus menyalakannya. That's why it is called man-made or unnatural light sources. Do you get it? Now, I want you guys to raise your this one? Right hand if it is natural light sources and left hand for man-made light sources. Just give it a trial, please. Lamp. Left. Sun. Right. Once again. Fireflies. Why terus? Okay, let's start from flashlight. One skin, firework. Mobile phone. I will give you a punishment if you do a mistake. If you dance, right? Some fish. One skin, star. Laptop. Laptop. Campfire. Okay, Isti, come forward, please. No, come forward, please. Since you are doubt with your answer by raising right or left, right or left. So I want you to spell fireflies.
Fireflies.
IES. Okay, good. Okay. So they are all light sources, but we divide into we classify them into two kinds of light sources. The first one is natural light sources, and the second one man-made light sources. What is the difference between natural and man-made light sources? Right. It is man-made. But what about natural light sources? We don't need to switch it on because it already on. Okay, class, I want you guys to do some exercise. It is on your book. Just pretend that you do. You don't have any book? Oh my God. If you don't have any book, let's say just to be your homework. And I guess since you already know how to classify or how to recognize which one is natural and which one is man-made light sources, I think it is enough for today. Let's say alhamdulillah together. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. See you on the next occasion. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.